Didn't Plainfield build a lot of schools and now they didn't fill them? Isn't that one of the problems?
Yeah, and there has been that kind of thing too. But you know, there's a lot of different. That's why I said with this topic, there's so many different ways you can go. And I know a lot of people have. There's some people that want a bigger school, a separate school. There's people that don't want this school. I mean, it is such a split decision, you know. And we have to start thinking too beyond this referendum. We need to start thinking about the kids' education and what we're going to do after this referendum. I mean, they're so focused on the referendum. We need to get back to talking about their education and what we're going to do as far as that. I also feel that they should have something in their school, programs or in their school classrooms where we talk about how they start putting investments back into their lives, learning about how to buy a house, about house loans, about car loans, credit card debt, putting away for retirement. I think that that's something that's missing in schools too that I think we need to refocus on. Yes.
Is the school still on academic probation?
As far as I know, yes, it is still on academic probation. And that's why I'm saying we really, I know that the referendum is such a big topic, and I know it is, and it's just getting hotter and hotter and more heated as we're getting to April 5th. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to make a quick point when you guys consider a referendum, because like in Palis and Orland District 2, 12 years ago, there was a $125 million referendum, and I was one of the persons arguing against it. It went to $156 million after it was passed, because there were clauses where they could, the whole construction cost, and they could have Bose speakers instead of Kmart speakers in the auditorium, and all kinds of stuff. So just to be aware, people should be aware of that. You think it's 90 million? It's going to be double that. I mean, there's all kind of stuff the school board is trying to get away with.
Well, and that's where the new school, they do want to...
And they say it's for the kids.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the kids.
And in the new school, they do...
We're going to take one more question from the gentleman over there, Mr. Van Dyke. Then we're going to vote on this.
I'm the city council for Lockport. In the school board, President and Gary Raymond made a presentation to us at our last meeting. There were a couple of things that I found particularly interesting. One was with regard to Central. They're talking about a plan for an artist colony or a senior citizen housing or what have you. It's all dependent on some developer deciding that that's going to be worth the developer's time and money to do it. But that the idea would be that it becomes vacant when the new school is built. When you look at the 1,000 students that are in Central and the 1,900 seats that will be in the new school, and they say there will be no more added costs, there's 900 students that have to be dealt with. And their ratio that they told us that meeting was for every 25 students, they have to hire a teacher.
That's correct.
That then puts the focus, from my perspective, more on, and somebody mentioned Plainfield schools earlier. When things got tough for Plainfield, they were able to cut $26 million out of their operations costs. I've not heard anything in terms of cutting operations costs out of Lockport High School, save for one thing, and that was after Gary Raymond got his raise, they put a freeze on for just the top administrative staff. There have been no discussions about concessions from the teachers, the unions, and I'm not sure what others' perspective is about the unions, but I'm frankly up to here with giving the union perspective as I want mine first. After I have mine now and in the future, then you guys can have the rest if anything's left. Those things have to happen. Likewise, the last point is that list of items for Central is a shopping list. There's no specifics, there's no details, nothing is tied to what is truly life safety concerns, and there has been no report made public or transparent about what exactly are those concerns, how much it would cost to repair them. when you come up with a bill like that for $30 million to make it livable, but I don't see the fire department going and saying there's a problem. They may have had some waivers, but so what? Make the waivers last until there's money available. Find out more detail about those proposed life safety.
Yes.
Send you a packet.
All right.